everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. If you're eventually watching this on YouTube, I encourage you guys to join our Patreon community, where you also get to be a part of choosing the exclusive films and shows that I watch for you guys. We've recently finished Pearl Harbor, loved it, cried, broke my heart. We're also continuing Game of Thrones. I believe we are on season 7, episode 6. We're also continuing the MCU timeline. We're going with Black Widow next, and we're also starting our anime and Attack on Titan. And then today we're going to be continuing Loki. We're going to be watching episodes 5 and 6. As you guys do know, I watched the pre-summary and then kind of talk about it throughout the beginning of the episode. So we're going to be doing that. And yeah, you also get to have access to all of my reactions, early access to my reactions, as well as Discord access, where we have movie nights every month. We're going to be having movie night, I believe this weekend or the next weekend, I believe. And I don't know what else. I'm just thinking out of the top of my head. I think I kind of just want to jump into it for today. I feel like I've said everything that I've needed to. We're also continuing The Last of Us. Every episode drops on Sunday, so you will be getting that then. And yeah, I guess we can just kind of jump into it. I don't have much to say, so let's just jump right into it. Oh, also, before I forget, I think we have one more movie left on the Patreon poll picks that we have. So if you want to join Patreon and be a part of the next couple of movies that I watch for you guys, that you guys choose for me, you can go to Patreon right now, so you'll catch the next poll that we have. This is gonna be so good. So I watched a little bit. Obviously, we had Mobius. He's gone. I wonder if in this episode we're gonna see if there's a whole different dimension, basically just how Loki was, like, you know, into a whole different universe, or I don't know, somewhere else. And I wonder if we're gonna be having two different, I guess, perspectives in this episode, because we also have Sylvie and Loki. So we're gonna find out a little bit more about the creation of the TVA.
What is this place? Where are we? Who are you?
This is the Void, that's Alioth, and we're his lunch.
The Void.
Give me a 10 pad. Who's really behind the TVA?
I'm as in the dark as you are.
Yeah, I can tell, bitch. Sorry.
Reality's been destroyed. Tell me, how does it feel?
That was a little
to be on the other
irritating.
side of it?
Sorry.
This is it, isn't it? This is where you dragged me after you stole my life.
A fitting place then to take yours.
And what if I said Loki wasn't dead? Not yet, anyway.
I'd say you were lying.
Maybe, or maybe we want the same thing.
How is he still alive? And how will saving him get us closer to who's really behind the TVA?
It's complicated. I'm telling you this willingly.
Why?
Because I want to know who's at the top of this. I want to know who lied to me.
But, so she's been lied to, but she lies to everybody else?
Reality, it's impossible to destroy all that's matter.
I mean, she was like top something.
So we
now.
move it to a place on the timeline where it won't continue growing. Basically, the branch timeline isn't reset. It's transferred.
To where?
A void at the end of time, where every instance of existence collides at the same point and simply stops. Why? I don't know. The dogma states that the end of time is still being written, that the timekeepers are transforming it into utopia.
It's nice. Super believable.
Whatever the real reason.
I just
nothing
remember
ever comes
Mobius
back
talking
from
about
there.
that.
I can help you if you trust me.
Yeah, because it's that simple, right? What? Whew.
I'd like to suggest we take a quick breather so I can ask several thousand questions.
Tom, gotta keep moving so we don't die.
I can get behind that, but what's your plan? Don't die. Okay, understood, but beyond that.
Don't die.
Don't die isn't a plan. It's a general demand of living. If you're Loki's, you should always have a plan.
Aw, it's like the little things from
Someone
Rio.
please explain to me what the hell is going on? Look, it's been a very, very, very
I know it's not the same
trying
thing,
past
just
few
reminds me of
days.
it.
Months? I don't even know how long it's been since New York. All I know is I got pruned, and I woke up here, and now I'm surrounded by variants of myself, plus an alligator, which I'm heartbroken to report I didn't even find. Well, that's strange. And now we're running from God knows what, trying to get to God knows where, when what I need to be doing is trying to find a way back to the TVA.
Stop wailing or you will signal Alioth.
You mean the monster in the sky?
This is the place where the TVA dumps its rubbish. Everything they prune. Alioth, he ensures none of it ever returns.
It's a living tempest that consumes matter and energy. They send entire branched realities here that are devoured in an instant.
We're in a shark tank. Alioth is the shark.
And that's it.
Oh, there's no such thing as an alligator tank. Besides, it's a better metaphor. He's overly sensitive like the rest of us.
Hang on. You're telling me that thing's a Loki too?
Oh, yes.
It's a very, what is it called? The
Okay.
different
Because we can
version.
survive. That's just what we do.
Great, so how do we escape?
We don't.
We just
All of us
survived.
were arrested by the TVA and pruned, just like you. And just like you're doing right now, we all stood around making bad plans that went nowhere.
Yes, but if you thought of using a tempad.
Oh, the one thing that could easily get us out of here. Yes! They're all over the place, right, guys?
Fine. What about causing a Nexus event?
The TVA doesn't care what happens here.
Well, surely there's something to do.
There is. Survive. That's all there is. All there ever was.
We're done talking. Let's go.
What was your Nexus event, Your Majesty?
I killed Thor.
So, why did you want to return to the TVA so badly anyway?
You leave your glorious purpose there.
Something like that.
Miss Minutes, I need you to remote access a series of restricted files from the archives.
Ooh, doggy. On what?
The beginning of time, the founding of the TVA.
Right away?
Wait, what about the end of time?
It's just a void.
What if the void isn't the end? What if there's something beyond it? Hiding in the shadow of apocalypses obscured me from the TVA because I couldn't create a diverging branch there, right? So if all of this is still being written, whatever happens is just a new timeline. It would be impossible to start a Nexus event there. You could be completely undetectable.
That's it. That's the only place they could be.
So how do we get past the void?
It's impossible. There's nothing for the tempad to lock onto. No destination.
Then we go through it.
That's suicide.
And I guess my need for you has passed.
Wait! What about the Void spacecraft?
Yes, the prototype.
Great. I'll get the file.
Even she sounds
This
sketchy.
ship designed to withstand the temporal void. It could conceivably take us to the end of time.
Find Loki
Find the man behind the curtain.
and kill him.
Together.
Miss Minutes, where are the files on this time craft?
Still looking, hun.
Nothing.
Buried pretty deep.
It's highly restricted. I might not even have clearance.
Oh no, I think you would, if it's real.
How long?
Any second now.
Go, go, go!
I'm fine, but she took my tempad. Sylvie? Not thinking of going on the run, are you?
Fuck.
We know where you hide.
I'll admit you had me fooled there for a minute. Or did you get a little real?
Why don't you come back out and we can talk about it?
Sure. Just tell everyone else to piss off and we can settle this between us.
Works for me.
What happened to finding the man behind the curtain?
Tell you what, you come out with your hands up and I'll put you in a time loop. Something not so bad. You can live out your days in a good memory. Do you have any good memories?
Just one, really.
She's self-pruned.
Good. And she's dead too.
So, after I vanquished Captain America
Holy
and Iron Man,
balls.
I claimed my prize. All 6 Infinity Stones.
Tell them your story, Loki.
Me? Nobody wants to.
What I'm wondering is, did they just like run into Loki when he was transported there, or was there some kind of
Because I'm
sign that, you know, something
supposed to.
came into the void, you know?
Thanos kills us after Ragnarok.
Thanos. In my timeline, everything proceeded correctly my entire life until Thanos attacked our ship.
So you didn't try to stab him?
Certainly not. But blades are worthless in the face of a Loki sorcery. They stunt our magical potential.
But they look awesome.
Oh yes, especially when they clatter to the ground just before your neck is snapped. I cast a projection of myself, so real, even the mad Titan believed it. After I faked my death, I simply drifted in space, and it occurred to me that everywhere I went, only pain followed. I removed myself from the equation, landed on a remote planet and stayed there in isolation, in solitude.
How did the TVA find you?
To tell you the truth, I missed my brother. But as soon as I took my first steps to getting off the planet, the TVA arrived. Because we, my friends, have but one part to play. The God Outcasts.
I'm going.
Go where?
Out of this place, out of the void, back to the TVA. We may be good at surviving, but we're also good at escaping. I wager that gives me a decent chance, isn't it?
You won't do either. You'll be brutally murdered.
Well, so be it. That was my destiny to begin with.
You're different.
I'm the same as all of you. Have any of you met a woman variant of us?
Sounds terrifying.
Oh, she is. But that's kind of what's great about her. She's different. She's not trying to take over the TVA. She's trying to take it down. And she needs me. Now, you said Alioth is what keeps us here. You said it's a living thing. You said it's a shark. Well, if it lives, it dies. So I'm gonna kill the shark, and I could use all the help I can get.
They're gonna say, no way.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Ah, hello. Which one of us are you?
What the?
This is a nightmare.
Oh! My heart dropped. Oh my god. Is it close by? Holy. Oh, right above her. Oh! Alright. Just jump on top. Screw it. Hang on. Oh. I would have just grabbed onto the pizza.
Can you shut the door? We still got
Mobius is there.
By the way, you should be careful just jumping into a stranger's.
Well, yeah, because Mobius is a variant, right? They all just land there. Once pruned.
Watch out! I see it. I see it.
Really, because you're driving right towards it.
God, you really are one of you. Hang on.
You bastard! You led the wolves to our door!
We prefer snakes to wolves.
I've eaten both. They die just the same.
I betrayed you, and now I'm king.
About that.
You can't be serious.
Come on. What did you expect?
That was not the bargain. I gave you our location. In exchange for shelter and supplies, you give me your army and I take the throne.
Ah, yes. Not so good a bargain. How about this one? My army, my throne. About that.
Everyone's.
We had a deal.
I think it's so funny too because Loki actually sees like how.
Is there an alligator in here?
He's a Loki.
Animals. We cut the throats of every person who trusts us, and for what? Power. Glorious power. Glorious purpose. Cannot change. We're broken. Every version of us forever.
Whenever one of us dares try to fix themselves, they're sent here to die.
That's why I need to get out of here. Nothing can change until the TVA is stopped.
And you trust her?
She's the only one I do trust. And right now, I believe she's our only chance of stopping the TVA.
That's good enough for me.
Okay, we'll help you. Approaching Alioth is a death sentence. We'll get you to it, but that's as far as we go.
All that time, I really believed we were the good guy.
Annihilating entire realities, orphaning little girls.
Well, I guess when you think the ends justify the means, there's not much you won't do. By the way, you did some annihilating too.
I did what I had to do.
Yeah, so did I.
You hunted me like a dog. When I pruned myself, I thought I might be able to find Loki. That storm, that thing's likely already got him.
You really believe that?
It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters now is getting out of here and finding out who's behind all of this.
Great. How do we do that?
We turn around.
Want to go back to the angry cloud?
Yeah, I think it might be the answer. We're going back to it.
Oh, right
To say, it feels odd walking toward the gargantuan creature. Do you have a plan of action?
Get inside, find its heart or brain or whatever, and then, you know, do it in.
I mean...
Okay, just because it's more complicated doesn't mean it's bad. Alioth is like any animal. He'll go after the big meal first, and while he's busy with that, we can sneak around the back and... maybe we think a bit more about this, huh?
Carl.
Sylvie.
I don't understand. Is he a coward or was he being brave?
You're alive.
What happened? You okay? Mobius.
So you're all after the giant cloud monster too, then?
Well, we haven't decided how we're going to kill it, but
Sorry, come again. Kill it?
yes, we're going to kill Alioth.
Oh my god, that was your plan.
Yeah.
And you all went along with it.
I was having my doubts.
All right. Well, what's your plan then?
I think the person we're after is beyond the void at the end of time. And if they are, that thing is just their guard dog protecting the only way in.
How do we get past the guard dog?
I'm going to enchant it.
that's so funny that they all
That's insane.
laugh at
As
each other.
insane as what? Paper cutting a giant cloud to death.
Listen, I've been down here a bit longer than you. I know
I'm
a thing or
going
two.
to enchant it.
He's pretty confident.
How funny that, well, yeah, never mind. I was gonna say how the same they are, but I say like in the, you know what I mean. I know that they're same, but what I'm saying, you know, they get laughed at for, you know what I'm saying. I was just thinking about her.
Why am I locked in here?
You freed the variant. You were disloyal to the TVA.
Disloyal?
Did you think you'd escape punishment for that?
Disloyal to who? You were in the Timekeeper's chambers. They weren't real.
And why do you think that changes anything?
That changes everything. The people need to know the truth.
No, the TVA needs stability. And until we can figure out what's going on, that is
Girl,
what we get.
what?
Need to tell me everything.
Shh, bruh.
What exactly do you want from me?
You had a link with the variant. I want you to tell me what drives her.
Revenge drives her. Killing the Timekeepers. But they turned out to be fake in case you forgot. So she'll be searching for whomever created them.
Exactly what she told you. What do you would drive? They literally had that conversation fucking 15 minutes ago.
This isn't about protecting the TVA at all, is it? You just want to find whoever's behind all of this too.
She pins everyone against her?
You'll never find them.
Yep.
Before she does.
Because you're an idiot.
You only want it. She needs it.
What I don't understand is even if they have like a similar goal to finding about it all, I feel like she goes about it. I guess maybe she's thinking that if...
The founding of the TVA. Everything from the beginning of time.
Well, that's a mighty tall order.
Whoever created this place is in danger. I need to find them.
Okay, right away, man.
She's trying to be more like keep your enemies closer type deal, or like maybe because she's always being watched or something, you know?
You really don't remember him?
I think TVA had arrested a lot of Lokis, but no, I don't remember an alligator. I mean, who's to say he's even a Loki variant?
He's green, isn't he?
I don't know, he could be lying. The long con, of course, that just makes him more likely to be a Loki. It's always the game within the game with you guys, which I respect.
Assuming you do get back to the TVA, what exactly are you getting yourself into?
No. I like to people know the truth.
Maybe this isn't so bad.
Or so good. I think that's why we get along. It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
Could conjure one for you if you like.
Tell you what, you could conjure me a new outfit. You have no idea how uncomfortable something like this is. Mobius and his theory.
Right, about my Nexus event.
Total rubbish, right?
Absolutely, of course. I mean...
I don't mean that it wasn't, you know, a nice moment.
No, it was great. It was really nice. It was great.
It just sounds like another TVA lie.
100%. I mean, totally.
I don't know how to do this.
I don't even know what we're doing.
I don't have friends. I don't have
Anybody.
anyone.
Yeah, there are more important things, right?
Right? Yeah, like bringing down the TVA.
I mean, saving the universe when you think about it.
Well, there's no need to be dramatic. But yeah. How do I know that in the final moments you won't betray me?
Listen, Sylvie, I betrayed everyone who ever loved me. I betrayed my father, my brother, my home. I know what I did, and I know why I did it. And that's not who I am anymore.
You sure? Because if we make it, and the TVA's gone, there might be a timeline for you to rule.
And then I'd finally be happy. What about you? What will you do when this is all over?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe we could figure it out together.
Maybe.
It's definitely not the bird from Rio. Rio? Not Rio. I meant up. I've been saying Rio this entire time. So sorry. I meant up. Wow, I'm sad. If you guys got this far along to me correcting myself.
Okay, so what's the next move?
The TVA needs to be brought down. When it hit me earlier, I linked to it. But I caught a glimpse of something, and I think if I can get close enough to it, I can enchant it. And it's gonna take me to whoever's behind all of this.
I'm staying.
Loki, I don't even know if this is gonna work.
You go, I go.
It's happening, guys. The branch will be right out there.
I'll give your regards to Renslayer.
Oh, please do.
You boys want a ticket out of here?
What? No. We're staying here.
This is our home.
You sure? What about Alioth?
We've survived this long. We know what we're doing.
Loki, you're gonna need this on your journey. Go on.
Oh man, I have like goosebumps everywhere. I wish I could show you guys.
Looks like you got away in the end.
I always do.
What will you do?
At the TVA.
Burn it to the ground. Thanks for the spark. See you later, Loki.
It's gonna bring him in for a hug or...
Thank you, my friend.
You're my favorite.
I'm so nervous.
When a branch appears, Alioth will focus on it. That's when I'll enchant it.
What if we don't have time to wait for a branch?
We'll have to cause a distraction.
Come and get me! This way! Come and get
How is he doing that?
I think we're stronger than we realize!
That's like incredible, dude. That's...
What are you doing?
We're gonna enchant it!
I don't know how!
You do! Because we're the same!
Glorious Purpose!
Open your eyes.
Oh, shiznit. Good thing we have another episode.
We have a direct.
Gonna jump on that spaceship and get out of here. Wanna come?
Sorry, I don't even want to talk in the introduction. Good thing that this is the second episode. Where everything's like... merch come together. Ooh, this is crazy. Oh my god. I didn't have anything to say because you just started hearing all the past things that we've heard in the movies.
Aren't you going to tell me not to kick the door in?
Never made a difference.
Well, if you think it's a bad idea, I prefer you to speak your mind.
Nothing to say.
That'll be a first.
Everything okay?
Yeah, just need a moment.
Right. Let's just see.
Loki, shut up. I was pruned before you even existed. I have been waiting for this moment my entire life. I just need a second to get my head straight, okay?
That is fucking scary. We've been expecting you. I swear to God, if it's something... Jesus. Oh my God.
Welcome to the Citadel at the end of time.
Come on.
Congratulations.
You're
Y'all
lying.
had an awfully long journey to get here. He's impressed.
Who's impressed?
He who remains.
Swear to God, if it's Loki, I'm gonna...
Who is he?
He created all, and he controls all. At the end, it is only he who remains. And he wants to offer you a deal. He's been making a few creative adjustments, and he's worked it out so we can reinsert both of y'all back into the timeline in a way that won't disrupt things.
Won't disrupt things?
Mm-hmm. The TVA can keep doing its vital work, and y'all can live the lives you've always wanted.
And what have we always wanted?
Now, don't play coy with me, mister. You know how you got into this mess. The Battle of New York, silly. You versus those self-righteous Avengers? How would you like to win? But not just there. You can kill Thanos. You want the Infinity Gauntlet? Yours. Throne of Asgard? No problem. What about you, Missy? All those years on the run? Desperate.
Who is this? Who is this man?
How would you like to wake up tomorrow with just a lifetime of happy memories? Two Lokis in the same place.
Both of us together on the timeline.
It's crazy, but he could make it work.
I'm thinking if he's even trying to make a deal with them, it's because he knows whoever this is,
exactly the way you've always
he can be taken
wanted.
down. He's scared.
And you can have it all together.
It's fiction.
We write our own destiny now.
Oh, sure you do. Good luck with that.
Come on.
Mobius. Where's he at?
Hey there.
What took you so long?
Sorry, some things had to get worked out, but I'm downloading the files you need now.
This isn't what I asked for.
I know, but he thinks this'll be more useful.
Who?
Happy reading.
Oh my God. Is he... sorry. I'm getting a little bit spooked.
Not for much longer.
Is it? I'm just gonna watch. My mind is like running.
Are we sure he's even still alive?
It's scary because there are so many doors and... Oops. Okay.
This is wild. The two of you, same person. I mean, it's a little unnatural, but...
He who remains.
He who remains. She's still calling me that? Come on, let's talk. In my office. Not what you were expecting,
You're just a man.
Flesh and blood. Don't tell me I'm a disappointment.
No, just a little bit easier to kill.
Shit. I was like, there's no way. He's a with everything that's been going on, the power, like how... Is this just like a perception of him that he makes it to be so that he isn't able to be killed as easily as they think that he can be?
Take a seat.
I said I wasn't to be disturbed.
Well, you're not going to be happy to see me.
Híjole su madre, a ver qué hace. So much for friends,
if anyone was ever going to make it back from the void, I suppose it was going to be you.
Shut up.
Well, you know, one man's void is another man's piece of cake.
So you're going to prune me?
I like that idea. But you know, my standards might be a little bit higher in that area than yours. You know, with close personal friends.
I'm sorry, Mobius.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't let you get in the way of our mission.
Mission? Timekeepers are fake. We're all variants. What mission?
It can't have been for nothing. That's why I had to prune you. Hunter D90 to my office immediately.
Yeah, sorry, Ravonna. That's not going to work out the way you think it is. Now that we know your secret.
What did you do?
Stay alert. She's close. Secure the perimeter. I've got her.
Stand down, B-15.
You need to listen to me.
There'll be time for that.
Just wait.
What the hell is going on here?
Judge Renslayer.
What? Who are you? And what the hell are you doing in my school?
That isn't Judge Renslayer.
How?
We have a lot to talk about.
Woo!
Been a long journey for
Yay!
you.
They're doing their own little mission over there.
A lot of running, a lot of pain. And you're a flea on the back of a dragon. In for one hell of a ride.
I'm not sure you quite understand the situation. You've lost. We found you.
Duh. Of course you did. Ooh, a swing and a miss. So we're still doing that. Let's get all this out of the way. Here we go. You can't kill me because I already know what's going to happen.
Huh.
Don't you wonder how I'm able to get out of the way just before you kill me?
No, it's because of that little tempad you have there.
Right. But how do I already have it loaded up with everything I need to know to keep from being killed by you two? I know it all, and I've seen it all. Everything you guys did on Lamentus, I saw. All the stuff the TVA didn't know about, I knew. All the scheming, that little look by the lake. Quite sentimental, very touching stuff.
No, we broke out of your little game. That's how we got here.
No, wrong. Every step you took to get here, Lamentus, the void, I paved the road.
Okay, and if so, why?
You just walked down it.
Because he wants to get rid of them.
And I have the rest right here. Everything that's going to happen. There's only one way this can go.
Then why are we here?
Come on. No, you can't get to the end until you've been changed by the journey. This stuff, it needs to happen to get us all in the right mindset to finish the quest.
Right.
Right.
So it's all a game. It's all a manipulation.
Interesting that your head would go to that.
Is it like a journey that's meant to be experienced?
You can trust this guy.
Don't listen to him.
Don't listen to him. Do you think you're even capable of trusting anyone at all?
I think people are ready to hear a little truth now. You know, like the TVA's a lie.
But what if it's a necessary one? Someone created the Timekeepers. They created this whole place. They gave us all purpose. I have to believe they had a reason.
No, because I've seen the horror waiting for people when they get pruned, and there's nothing necessary about that.
You know what would happen if we didn't prune the timeline?
What?
Chaos. Death.
Free will?
Free will? Only one person gets free will. The one in charge.
Friends across time. Allies to the end.
Shut up.
That was so beautiful. And then you sent me to die. What happened to you?
Nothing, Mobius. I didn't change.
You didn't change? You betrayed me.
No, you betrayed me. I looked out for you, and you suffer a crisis of faith and turn to those variants?
Oof.
Eons of friendship.
I'm saying oof because she's also
a couple of Lokis.
like everybody's a variant.
No, Mobius, I didn't betray you.
We can't take away people's free will, Ravonna. Do you not see that? What are you doing?
What I need to do.
Wait, stop. Look, maybe we can build this into something better together.
I'm sorry, Mobius.
I'm not gonna let you go.
Please, Mobius. Even with that, you're of no danger to me.
Is that what you think?
You're lying.
Yep, you're right. Back here again.
What? That easily? No way, dude.
Where are you gonna go?
In search of free will.
I understand your moral objections to what the TVA does. And my methods are deceptive, but the mission, it never was. Without the me, without the TVA, everything burns.
And what are you so afraid of?
Me.
And just who are you?
I've been dubbed many names by many people. A ruler, a conqueror, he who remains, a jerk. But it's not as simple as a name. Eons ago, before the TVA, a variant of myself lived on Earth in the 31st century. He was a scientist, and he discovered that there were universes stacked on top of his own. Other versions of us were learning the same thing. Naturally, they made contact, and for a while, there was peace. Narcissistic, self-congratulatory peace. They shared technology and knowledge, using the best of their universes to improve the others. Not every version of me was so pure of heart. For some of us, new worlds meant only one thing: new lands to be.
Sorry, I just wrote this down because of the apple thing. It just reminds me of Adam and Eve, and I wonder if that's some like metaphorical symbol they tried.
Into all-out war. Each variant fighting to preserve their universe and annihilate the others. This is almost the end.
And then the timekeepers came along and saved us all.
No. No. This is where we diverge from the dogma. That first variant encountered a creature created from all the tears in reality, capable of consuming time and space itself. A creature you both know.
Alioth.
I harnessed the beast's power and began experimenting on it. I weaponized Alioth, and I ended the multiversal war. Once I isolated our timeline, all I had to do was manage the flow of time and prevent any further branches. Hence, the TVA. Hence the timekeepers in a highly efficient bureaucracy. Hence ages and ages of cosmic harmony. Hence, you're welcome. I keep you safe. And if you think I'm evil, well, just wait till you meet my variants. That's the gambit. Stifling order or cataclysmic chaos. You may hate the dictator, but something far worse is gonna fill that void if you depose him. I've lived 1,000,000 lifetimes. I've gone through every scenario. This is the only way. The TVA, it works.
Or you're a liar.
Or I'm a liar.
So you just continue to prune innocent timelines?
You two would. There's two options. One, you kill me and destroy all this, and you don't just have one devil, you have an infinite amount. Or you two run the thing.
You're lying. Why would you give up being in control?
It's dreadful.
Buddy, I'm tired. And I'm older. I'm older than I look. This game is for the young, the hungry. I've gone through a lot of scenarios trying to find the right person to take this spot. And it turns out that person came in too. So, no more lies. You kill me and the sacred timeline is completely exposed, multiversal war. Or you take over and return to the TVA as its benevolent rulers. Tell the workforce who they are and why they do what they do.
You treated real people's lives like some kind of game.
It's not personal, it's practical.
It was personal to me.
Oh, grow up!
Damn.
Grow up, Sylvie! Murderer! Hypocrite! We're all villains here. We've all done horrible, terrible, horrific things. But now, you have a chance to do them for a good reason.
Is something happening that he's not aware? Like he's not.
We just crossed the threshold. So I fibbed. I fibbed earlier when I said I know how everything is going to go. I knew everything up to a certain point, and that point was about
2 seconds ago.
7, 8, 9, 10 seconds ago. But now I have no idea how the rest of this is going to go. I'm being candid.
So that's it. This is what happens at the end of time. And now you're just gonna sit there with all that freedom and let us decide your fate.
Yes! 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 What's the worst that can happen? You either take over and my life's work continues, or you plunge your blade in my chest and an infinite amount of me start another multiversal war, and I just end up right back here anyways. Reincarnation.
No, it's just another lie. Another manipulation.
Oh, they're both thinking differently.
Ooh, no lie. No manipulation. I love all this honesty. Feels like a fresh start.
I feel like I'm gonna freak out. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Sylvie, hang on a moment. Let's just talk about it.
Well, how about we finish what we started and kill him?
Is this that?
What if he's saying the truth?
So what?
I believe him.
You believe what? That a bazillion boogeymen are going to turn up just because we give people free will? He's a liar, Loki.
So am I. And I don't think he was lying. Not about that. Insane? Yes. But maybe he was telling the truth.
Better hurry. Timeline's already branching.
So what are you suggesting?
I'm just suggesting we think about it.
And what precisely is there to think about?
Weren't you listening to what he was saying? That's the gambit. Remove the dictator and what fills the void.
You want the throne?
No. That's not it, no.
I don't believe you.
Sylvie, the universe is in the balance. Everything we know to be true. Everything. I know the TVA has hurt us both. But what if by taking him out, we risk unleashing something even worse? All I'm suggesting is we just take a minute to think about it.
Is there time?
I promise you from my heart, this isn't about a throne.
What was I thinking, trusting you?
This is something that's...
Has this whole thing been a con?
Really? That's what you think of me? After all this time? Sure, why not? Evil Loki's master plan comes together. Oh, you never trusted me, did you? What was the point? Can't you see? This is bigger than our experience.
Why aren't we seeing this the same way?
Because you can't trust, and I can't be trusted.
Shit.
Then I guess we're in a pickle.
So we wait.
They're bound to kill each other. One's gonna die. Something's...
Maybe he's lying. Maybe he's not. The cost of getting this wrong is too great.
Fine. Do it! Kill me! Take your throne!
No.
Shh. Is he?
Sylvie, stop. Stop.
He's just watching the whole thing.
I've been where you are.
That's so crazy because this part just feels like it connects to everybody. Like without it, you know, being this whole Loki power thing. It's like, stop fighting so much, you know? I don't... I'm saying.
All I know is I don't want to hurt you. I don't want a throne. I just want you to be okay.
But I'm not you.
Incredible.
Aren't you gonna beg for
He
your
just...
life?
Good.
Talked about then.
See you soon.
Oh, shh.
No turning back now.
Who said anything about turning back?
For all time.
Always.
63 new branches in this unit alone?
Does he want us to just let them all branch?
Well, at this point, how are we even gonna stop it?
We can't!
What? What'd you say?
It's done, Mobius. We made a terrible mistake.
What's done?
We freed the timeline. We found him, beyond the storm. A Citadel at the end of time. He's terrifying. He planned everything. He's seen everything. He knows everything. It's complicated, okay? But someone is coming. Countless different versions of a very dangerous person, and they're all set on war. We need to prepare.
Take it easy. You're an analyst, right? What division are you from?
What are you talking about?
Who are you? What's your name?
Boots on the ground now, archives.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm gonna... Okay, we just finished season 1. I love that Marvel always leaves me with expect the unexpected type, you know? Oh my god, I think this episode has been the most, like, it's given me the most anxiety out of all of the episodes that we've watched so far in Loki. I don't even know where my mind can go from here. So I'm assuming that when Sylvie used the pad to send Loki back, she sent him into a whole different thing that wasn't actually his version of reality. So he was sent to where he doesn't know Mobius or the other girl. Dude, this show is insane. And then we also see that He Who Remains is actually the statue now instead of like the 3. I believe it used to be the 3, like the timekeepers were everywhere, but now it's just He Who, or him. So everything he's said so far is true, and there is every timeline is just, everything is wide open. And I think the concept of this is so cool because there are certain things that you can tie into religion. I feel there's a lot of it that felt that way, but aside from that, when it talks about free will, just with how he who remains, when he was talking about, you know, one devil or one evil, and if you kill it, then it's basically like you're sending out something worse than what we already have, even though we know that Sylvie wants free will and she wants revenge from her life basically being taken away from her. But this, it just... the concept is insane to me. I'm sorry, I keep stuttering because it's, you know, it's like if life is better to be, or life is less danger with the lack thereof of free will, the lack of free will. So going into that whole concept and kind of thinking about it is insane to me, and I love the concept of the show itself. Also, wanted to talk about Loki versus Sylvie, Loki versus Loki. I feel like so far Sylvie has been like the most Loki of the Lokis, if you could say, because at the end of this episode, she quote unquote betrays Loki, which is usually what ends up happening in Loki himself. Like that is just like the basis of Loki in everything we've ever seen. So it's like she's like the most Loki can be, if that makes sense. No matter how much we feel like, obviously because Loki kissed Sylvie and he said, you know, I just want you to be okay. And we've seen a lot of those, that kind of love or dynamic, whether it's like relationship, friendship, stuff like that with Loki and his brother, Loki and his dad, or, you know, all of those things, Loki and friends, whatever. We've seen that type of connection, and Loki still decides to do what he does best, or you know what I'm saying, and do that betrayal where we're both like, where we're left like, oh, this is Loki, you know, we always don't know what to expect from him. And when it comes to this episode, we see that Sylvie is just as Loki as the other Lokis we've seen so far. I don't know what to expect with the rest of the show, only because this has my brain just feels like kind of blown a little bit. I wasn't expecting that at all. And I also don't really know what to expect from Sylvie, except that, you know, she's now knowing that she made like a grand like she just made a terrible mistake, and that everything he talked about was true, and she's just exploited the entire timeline and all the, you know, like I don't. And if it's for this guy this he who remains, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I don't know. And as for Ravonna, when she used the pad and said, I'm like in the search for free will, I'm questioning where is she deciding to go, or even, you know, I feel like she just trusted the whole process on why exactly this whole entire thing even is a thing. I don't know. And it's also kind of crazy because throughout this entire thing, I'm like, you know, irritating, angry. It's also because I think she's also following something blindly, in a way blindly. And also you can kind of see both sides of like Mobius and her betraying each other. And in a way they both did. But at the same time, it's just so interesting to kind of see exactly from whose perspective, and then you kind of see how that was possible. And as for her, I just like, I don't know how much exactly she does know, because she's also manipulated, I feel like, a lot of people, and I know that she had her own reasonings for it. But at the same time, I feel like there's like a certain limit that just kind of like clashes with me about her and her whole way of working for the TVA and the timekeepers and things like that she's not like 100% knowing of. So I don't know. I'm just nervous for the next season, to be honest. This was a small thing that I talked about, but the whole apple thing that was portrayed, I feel like it had a lot to do with Adam and Eve, and that's why he was eating the apple. I feel like it was just like metaphorically the beginning and a time type of thing, and I just really loved that small detail. At least that's how I kind of saw it, and I wrote it down and I talked about it anyway, but I just thought that was a really cool way of going about it. And if it's not that, then I don't know, but I liked that. That was cool. Also when Mobius attacked, did I just forget her name? I did. Oh my god. When he attacked her, you know what I'm talking about. He was easily brought down because he was about to prune her. And also, speaking of that, I wonder, just out of curiosity, what exactly would have happened from him pruning her and her going into the void. And if so, would have He Who Remains done anything about it? Just as much as he knows everything, sees everything. He directly paved the road for Sylvie and Loki, but would he have done something? Probably not. There's nothing important about it. I mean, if he's lived a million lives or, you know, whatever. That's so insane. That's so crazy. My mind just keeps like spiraling back and forth, and I just like want to keep talking about it. But I am gonna read all the comments on this because this show is crazy. And I love it. Marvel always like legitimately feels like it blows my mind every time. So I am gonna read all the comments. If you think that I missed something, put it down because I'm gonna read them. This was insane. But yeah, we're gonna be going into season 2. I wonder how that'll go, but I will see you guys for season 2. Make sure to eat, make sure to rest, and make sure to stay hydrated.